Have you ever stopped to wonder how the concept of algebra came into being? Who were the masterminds behind this mathematical marvel that we so often take for granted? Long before the familiar X's and Y's entered the scene, the ancient Babylonians, nestled in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, were busy crafting their own version of algebra. They relied on cuneiform tablets to record mathematical knowledge, using a concept called completion to balance equations. While their methods were devoid of symbolic notation, they laid the groundwork for solving linear and quadratic equations. Across the desert, the Egyptians were developing their own unique approach. The Rhind mathematical papyrus reveals their fondness for geometric solutions to linear equations. They used the heap problem, where unknown quantities were symbolized by shapes on a balance beam. While this method may not have been as widely applicable as the algebra we know today, it demonstrated a grasp of the core principles of balancing equations. Meanwhile, the Greeks were in pursuit of mathematical rigor. Pythagoras and Euclid, two eminent Greek mathematicians, made noteworthy contributions, albeit without a formal system of equations. Pythagoras's work on Pythagorean triples linked geometric shapes and numbers, eventually becoming a key foundation for solving quadratic equations algebraically. Euclid's elements formalized concepts like geometric proportions, setting the stage for symbolically representing unknown quantities in the future. The narrative then shifts to the Indian subcontinent, where Bodhayana introduced the concept of negative numbers. This groundbreaking idea broadened the scope of mathematical relationships and set the stage for Brahmagupta's work in the Brahmasphutta Siddhanta. Not only did he present solutions to quadratic equations, but he also introduced the concept of indeterminate equations, a critical component in areas like number theory and cryptography. The tale of algebra's evolution takes a pivotal turn in the Islamic world with al-Khwarizmi's work. His Compendium on Calculation by Completion and Balancing brought a systematic approach to solving linear and quadratic equations using symbolic notation. The introduction of unknowns as generic objects, represented by letters, allowed for a more flexible and general way of solving problems. In essence, the blossoming of algebra was not the work of a single civilization or genius. It was a grand collaboration, a relay race where each civilization passed the baton of knowledge to the next. From the practical problem-solving methods of the Babylonians to the symbol-laden pages of al-Khwarizmi's compendium, the journey of algebra is a testament to human ingenuity, a story of building upon the old to create the new. And in this grand scheme of things, we are but the latest torchbearers tasked with pushing the boundaries of this ancient yet ever-evolving mathematical